Joe, we are not going to get you to repeat what you just said off air. Big up everyone. This is a Reckless Premier League Review show. How's everyone doing?
I'm all good, man.
I'm all good. I'm all good.
I just lost focus. No, it was wild though, JB. Seriously.
Hey, listen. If you don't know the struggles of a black man, sometimes you need Vaseline. But it was
No, I did not know.
That is not how you said it.
I'm not repeating it the way I said it either. It has passed.
I literally said, listen, we're going to go live now. Time. Let me go get my Vaseline. I need some Vaseline. Whoa.
Different kind of show. Anyway, let's move on. How is everybody?
Bags, how you doing, my brother?
I'm all good, man.
The comments are going wild, bro. Oh, God.
Obviously, there's no Leo today, but we got another Chelsea representative who you should know very, very well. It's Mr. OTC.
No, big up. No, I'm good. I'm good. In good spirits, you know. Perfect timing. Listen, 2 wins. It's been a good week for me. It's been a good week, you know. We'll get the Vaseline out, but you know what I'm saying. It's we're not there yet, but it's been a good week.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Nah, stop. You know what I said? You know what I said?
It's coming.
Yo, you see?
Hey.
Do you know what it is? You know you chuck on extra words on the end here, and then you cut on your shit, bro. I chucked it. Yeah, I did.
The internet's very fast.
Is this what we're saying?
Nah, stop.
Joe Blackman, please, as you're talking to the community, please raise your hands. We just want to make sure that you're not doing anything with your Vaseline.
Oh, raise the other hand.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm saying that because man was overlapping, yeah. So I was trying to be nice and polite. I mean, they're like a dickhead. Anyway, he moves.
Overlapping as well. Oh my God. Jesus.
Hey. Right, behave yourself. Actually,
you know what?
I feel like I got to change the picture just for Joe, you know.
I guess that gives the definition of was it the good, the bad, and the ugly, innit?
Depends on who's watching, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? It all depends on who's watching.
Hey, Astrid, if you're watching, there he is.
Anyway,
does Bots know about this?
And Bernard, yeah.
Alright, you know, let's start off with Chelsea since
Jolie fans.
Over the Christmas period, 2 wins, 2 narrow wins. One against us, 90th minute penalty, and then obviously the bit of a scare against Luton. Talk to us.
Listen, we are down in the dumps. When you need like wins, you need points. Any win is good enough for me. You know how scrappy it is. I prefer that rather than a good performance but you lost the game. 2 good wins. The first win was against Palace. Really and truly, we kind of got lucky with that game. That game had a draw written all over it. Palace had their chances, we had our chances, but ultimately, it was good enough to get the win, and it was good for Madueke. Noddy has been that was his second start of the season in the Premier League, to my understanding. He's been injured, he's been out of favour with Poch, but for him to come on and get that, win the penalty and get the penalty, I still thought it's a penalty. I just thought, he tripped it in the box. If that was anywhere else in the pitch, I would have been a penalty. Good finish. And yeah, good win for us. On the goal that we conceded, flip me. This is part of the reason why I want Poch to depart as soon as possible or the next available opportunity. We've lost games this season, and a lot of the goals that we conceded were exactly the same as what Elise scored. Them set piece, them crosses. It's just replica after replica after replica. Our team is good enough, based on our entire squad. I'd say we're good enough to at least get into the top 4. Bare minimum top 6, and we're sitting in 10th, struggling to defend set pieces. And I've seen Sam Allardyce, Tony Pulis flipping half of these Donnies all of a sudden 1 week, 2 weeks in, and they defended set pieces better than us. For me, that was a poor goal to concede. And you know what? Again, after following from that, we played Luton. We got a win against Crystal Palace, which was good. But then once we got up to Luton, I was shook. I can't lie, I was shook. These men, they look powerful. Kabore, Donny, I don't know, he's 6'10", bully. Yeah, those are the strikers we don't play well against. The last Donny we played like that was Mikel Antonio, and he bodied the Sassy. Spun a couple of men and shot it in from 20 yards in our 3-1 loss against West Ham in the second game of the season. I think it was second. We lost quite a few games. I can't remember how many games we lost, but overall, it was good. It was good first 3 goals. Then after that, I don't know what happened, but we just decided to let Luton back in. Then they started spamming crosses. They got 1 back. Then they got 2 back. And we were very lucky to not concede that third. And that game, again, it reminds me very similar to the Arsenal game where we were 2-0 up and we let 2 goals. We gave 2 goals away. It's good. Like nowadays, we're good at, we can score goals. And earlier in the season, we couldn't score. We couldn't finish our chances. But now we need to fix up our defense. Our defense for the last even last season, even the season before that, as bad as we were, we didn't concede that many goals. A lot of our goals that we conceded last season were long shot bangers or little mistakes here or there. It wasn't. We didn't concede that many goals, and we wasn't a lot of crazy errors. This season, it's a whole lot more. Partly down to coaching, partly down to Petrovic. No, not Petrovic. Robert Sanchez, and we got him the hell out of here now. We got Petrovic, and so hopefully, fingers crossed, we defend better. But 2 good wins going into this new month where we got 4 pretty easy fixtures: cup games, Preston, Middlesbrough, double leg, and Fulham. I'm expecting 4 wins, no less than that. Before we get on to Liverpool, I think end of this month we'll play Liverpool in the league.
We'll discuss that Fulham easy game a bit later on, to be fair. Yo, Drewski. I saw you just went and shook something off your hand a second ago.
Oh shit.
Was that rabbit residue? What are you saying?
Oh, yo.
Violation.
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
Is this how we kick started the new year?
Do I just live in your mind rent free, fam? Like, what's going on with you, blood? Jesus. Nah. What happened was that I was just shaking off my glasses because Connor said something incredibly crazy about fucking Vaseline, fam. Jesus.
You didn't catch the start of the show. A lot of people were saying a lot of crazy things about that.
Yeah.
But no, Mandem, yeah, apologies for being late. My technology is not technology in it, so.
Oh, you're early, don't worry. The cooking is starting.
Right, just quickly before we move on from Chelsea. You're saying that you want Poch gone. Why is that? And who would you bring in?
Let me tell you something, yeah? Chelsea Football Club, there's a minimum threshold, there's a minimum standard. If you fall below that, you got to get the hell out of here. That works for players, that works for coaches. He's played half the season and we're sitting in 10th. The only player that I can say that he's improved this season is maybe Conor Gallagher. Cole Palmer was doing his own thing on his own accord. Every other player every single other player that we've had this season looks a shell of themselves. Yeah, maybe you could argue Raheem Sterling compared to last season.
What about
But-
Mudryk? Mudryk's actually like kind of turning up a little bit in recent weeks as well. Let's be real.
It's because he's playing him. I can't lie. Last season, Graham Potter paid him one game, dropped him out for about 3-4 games, brought him on for back 9 minutes, and that's that's how he went. At least this season, Poch has been playing him a couple more games than what he's played last season, and he's naturally improving because he's a young player. But I wouldn't put that down to Poch.
But you could say that for every player, though, to be fair, though, OTC, because it is a very young team mixed in a very, not the worst, well, it's not a great environment to be in for young players, especially when you're talking about sacking a manager. What a lot of these players have had in their time at Chelsea. Enzo's been there. How many managers has he seen in his time there already? 3?
Enzo's seen
3 managers?
But do you know what? I'm not counting Bruno because he was like an interim for 1 game, and then like in between Frank and Potter.
But yeah, okay,
but
let's
basically
say 2.
like 3.
Yeah, let's say 2 then. 2 managers that have been there. And if you was to get rid of Poch, then that would be his 3rd manager. That would 4th actually, yeah, because you got Potter, Lampard, Poch, and then another man. Come on, man, like this ain't conducive for young players who are trying to make their name out there and they need to be playing within a settled team. Do you know what I mean? You are seeing signs of improvement with your attack. Defensively, that's your biggest concern. Because as you said, last season, you conceded 47 goals. That was only 2 more than what we conceded, and we finished 2nd. So goal scoring was your issue. That's improving. You'll get there, man. Just give Poch a little bit of time. You're still going to face these bumps in the road. We'll still banter you about it. Don't worry. Don't worry about that because,
bro, you want us to be, down in the dumps, So that's why you got Poch in. But right now,
you man are putting that project out there. You want the young. You're following our footsteps now, OTC. You know what I mean? Come on.
No. Listen. We're 10x in that. We're about to buy other clubs. We're buying Bearman from Brazil, 16-year-olds, shipping them all out to all these places, letting them cook. Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. We know where they're getting shipped to.
We ain't got them Martinelli tagged on these. Don't worry. We ain't got them on these.
Calm down.
See this? OTC Vibes has got a theory about why you're hoarding all these kids from South America.
Listen,
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on stream.
Hey, OTC, you know.
I don't know. Listen, that list might be coming out fairly soon. Hopefully, none of us don't need to.
Todd Bowley's on that list.
Let's just say that.
Todd Bowley's on that list. Trust me. Todd Bowley's on that list.
You man might sign that Luke Littler. You know that 16-year-old darts player. You man might sign him.
Nah, there's no way that guy's 16, bro. Madness.
That guy's
He's 35 with 3.
Remember that Lazio player that was 16? What was it? That Lazio player that was 17. That uncle. Remember back in the day?
Oh,
I forgot his name.
I know you're talking about.
On that darts player, and look, we're not going to discuss it now, but a serious conversation needs to be had. If he is that age and his missus is her age. I'm just saying.
All I'm going to say is, remember, rich, black don't crack, so we're not the same. You know what I mean? We ain't the same as them, man.
I don't know why you're saying we, like you're part of it. I don't understand. I didn't understand that. Like, why are you claiming it for?
Nah, lie you.
Nah, brother, I don't get it. You're cream at best. Like
cream. You hear this? Nah, violation. Hey, next, can we talk about Man United now? For that vibe.
What's going on the screen?
So I forgot to say OTC.
No way. No, you're chill, bro. Chill.
That's an insane comment, yo.
Jeez. Oh my days.
Yes,
oh my
yo. I just read that comment.
Yo.
No. OTC, you're finished.
Yo.
Where are you finishing the season, OTC?
We need to win. Well, first of all, we need to win the League Cup. Let's just start with that. We need to win the League Cup, and then we need to finish. For me, top 6. We're not far off from top 6, to be fair, but top 6. That's where we should be finishing.
But if not, then Poch needs to go. Do you think?
100%. Do you think another coach could get better out of this team, bro? He just started playing only the other day, and he's got 2-2. Bruv, He's got to go. People got sacked for less, man. Really got sacked for less. And he's managing Derby. And this man managed half a season at Chelsea. We're sitting in 10th. Man United have been worse than us, but getting more points than us. How does that work?
I think you
How does
man
that
getting. I think you
West
man
Ham are
getting.
getting more points than us.
It works
Bro.
because you're worse
I
than
think
them. That's
I think
how
you
it
man
works.
getting. I think you man getting what? I think you man getting what, like League Cup, and also what, Europa League or Conference League. To be realistic, because I don't think you man will get into top 4. Let's be real. But Conference League, Europa League max, I think that's a doable job for Poch. I think that's going to be good enough for him to be into a job for Chelsea next season. I think that should be capable for him.
That's a bare minimum standard. We
Yeah.
have so many games this season. So many this season.
Wanting him sacked is a madness, OTC. Like, this is the second manager under Todd Bowley, man. And look at the influx of players you had come in, bro. Surely you got to give him time.
Nah, I'm sorry. I listen. I get time, but there's a minimum threshold you got to hit. There's a minimum threshold. If we're sitting in relegation, there's no such thing as time, and you're sitting in relegation.
Especially when it comes to Chelsea, though. And Chelsea, you really don't have any time. It really is just like once you're there, it's TikTok. It really is.
OTC, just welcome to the mid-table madness. You're one of us now.
Listen, I'm still getting.
Can we just shout out the fact that they won and they're still 10th?
Oh, bro. Listen,
Bro, we can't talk, bro.
we're a couple more wins. Listen, you know how bad. You know what? In all fairness, if we keep
Is
on
it
this
3
winning,
points between Chelsea and United?
yeah, we're 3 points off United, and I think we're about 5-6 points off of top 6 or something like that.
Fully shameless settings, Rich. We're
not far off.
That's the new United tactic.
We're not far off.
We just got to deflect in it.
Yeah. No, listen, the way I see it, yeah. No, look, we're in the mud with them. Yeah, that's why I ain't saying nothing. Let him have his delusions of gas. If he says he's going to, I'm going to say I'm going to finish top 4 too. So it's true.
We're bad, but we're not. There's bad. Then there's United bad, like leaking the roof bad. Like we're talking.
I mean, you say United,
but we'll go to the afterwards. No, I'm good. We got to after.
I find that a little bit rude. Excuse me about this United bad. Yeah, bro, you bought all them players and you still can't make it work. Yeah, you went and splashed all that cash, and then your team still can't gel.
Bro, McTominay dunked on Kai Spice and that tattoo merchant.
All I'm saying is, Jose was right. Jose was right. Football heritage. Jose was right.
He was. You lot 10th now. He was right. After
Jose was
Abramovich,
right.
football heritage kicked in. You might not back where you used to be. He was correct.
Well, all I'm saying. Listen, we'll get on to United. Don't worry, we'll get on to United. We're bad, but the way if you've been watching our games and you've been watching their games, my oh my, I'm more optimistic than them lot. Let's just put it that way. I'm far more optimistic about us than about United.
Don't worry. It's not yours to be optimistic about. Don't worry about it. Let us do the optimism for us.
Who's finishing higher than OTC? You or Man United?
We are.
We're finishing higher.
You must.
They're these lot. Bro,
yeah, you must.
We were in the dumps. Listen to it. We were in the dumps, yeah? And we're 3 points off of them. I don't like
this past tense. It's not we were in the dumps, you're still there. You ain't got out yet.
You just won.
Like the bin men ain't collected you, you're still there, bro.
Well, listen. You lot need surgery, major heart surgery. Listen to Wreck-It Ralph.
We need
Listen
holy
to
water,
Wreck-It
that's
Ralph.
what we need.
What do you say? Major heart surgery. We don't need major. We just need a striker and a coach. That's it. We're good.
No. They just need a striker. I mean, when Kai Spice is not performing, I don't know if the striker
You don't need major surgery, but you want to get rid of the coach. Yeah?
All right. You know what? This actually poses a decent question. Yeah. So now that we have Chelsea and Man United reps, question is to Rich and also to as well as to Tariq. Yeah. Question is, if you had to pick, right, between Chelsea and the Man United infrastructures currently, right, which one would you say, is like the way it is now? Which one is in like the worst position, and which one would you have to pick? That's like easier to fix.
Man United.
Man United
are in the worst position. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
OTC, do you care to,
We already do that.
drag back?
Bro, we got rid of our dead wood. And guess what?
I
They
mean,
even took it
Caicedo
from
still
us.
plays for you.
Well,
But that's
You have got rid of your Deadwood. Enzo
Where's
still
Mason?
plays for you, so you still have got rid of your Deadwood.
Man said Enzo and Caicedo. Like, you haven't got McTominay.
To be fair,
Bro, didn't the McTominay score a brace against them two and win the game?
Listen,
OTT, to be
you
fair,
can back-
you got rid of Deadwood, which is fair enough. To buy Deadwood, that's the problem.
No. I can't say that, man. You can't say that, man.
Bro, you spent $1 billion
right
on
now-
a primary school.
right
You
now-
spent $1 billion on a primary school. How does that feel? Is there no shame in your club?
Can't say that.
They're having them there for the next
You
7
got rid of
8.
seasoned wastemen to buy.
Remember that
up-and-coming
list you were
ones.
talking about, OTC?
We
Todd
got
Bowley, Wallahi is on that list.
Nah, bro.
Finish it.
Anyway,
Listen, vibes. You got to just chill because you're making me laugh too much. But just chill. Listen, we're in a far better position. We got a much younger squad. You can both them easily.
Mandem, would you guys say? Yeah, it's fair to say that
We got better players than them. Hold on. We got better players
Wait,
than
hold
them.
on.
What we
I'm
doing?
going to end this
They
right
got-
now, yeah.
they got- they
Last
got-
season, you finished
Bruno,
12th last season, and you
Bruno,
10th.
Rashi, what's his name? Bruno, Rashi. These are we got Cole Palmer. Come on, man. What are we doing?
Wait, hold on.
Cole Palmer or Bruno.
Nah. You said Cole Palmer, Wallahi, get out. Street.
Cole
Get out.
Palmer.
Jesus
Cole
Christ.
Palmer.
Oh my God.
Listen, I'll take Cole Palmer for Bruno. What does Bruno do?
You
This is
take
what Bruno
9th
does.
place, so that's the
Bruno does
standard.
this. Bruno does this. That's all he does. And he drops
Bro,
up
so
to
you're
the
saying
floor,
a City
starts
Academy player is your best player? Is that what you're saying?
Listen.
After a
I don't
billion
know who's
spent,
your best player.
Wallahi,
Our academy player.
Wallahi, you man
to
are
you for
finished.
60
Oh my
M's.
days. City Academy
Your
player is your
academy
best
player-
player.
no.
After a billion,
Bro.
Wallahi, you're finished, bro. Don't
Your
speak anymore. You're finished.
your academy player just spun you the other day.
Wait, you said better
Yeah?
position last season. You finished 12th.
Your
yeah?
academy
This season,
player
you're
just
10th.
spun you the other day. Your
So if
academy
anything-
player,
Yeah, I love
Elanga,
this.
spun you the
Yeah, I
other
love
day,
this.
and you spent 90 M's. You spent 90 M's on a ballerina. Nah.
But didn't you spend
And your
200
academy player, and your academy player did this.
But didn't you
And your
spend
academy
220
player did
million?
this the other day.
Actually, not 220. Didn't you spend 280 on a midfield and Conor
Shout
Gallagher your
out
best
Elanga.
midfielder?
Listen, shout out Elanga.
But isn't Conor
Yeah.
Gallagher your best midfielder? And he spent about 300 million on you
Listen,
once.
we're shipping him off
Aren't
to.
they trying to
what's it
sell
called?
Connor?
Listen,
So you're selling your best midfielder and you're keeping your worst ones.
So,
Listen, he's
hey,
the worst of
OTC,
all.
what I've taken from this is 2 words, 7 letters. Let's say it together, Mandem. You must finish above Man
You
United.
must win the Karabuki.
The
And
way
No,
also,
we-
yeah,
listen,
I
we
think
have
it's
to.
fair to say, Mandem, yeah.
We have
It's fair
to.
to say that when it comes to both you guys' respective clubs, yeah, I think it's fair to say that it's basically what it looks like. Both your clubs have no leadership in it, but it's basically no leadership with money and also without money in it. It's basically what it is.
Oh, no, OTC. Cole Palmer must win that Karabuki. Bruno did it, so Cole Palmer must. I don't want to hear anything.
Cole Palmer's got
No,
more
I
goals than
can't
your
talk
whole
about
attack
him.
combined. Your whole attack combined.
What's that got
Line
him
them
10th
up, bro.
place?
He's got
10th place has got
he's
him.
got better than all of them.
Bro,
Rashi,
What's it got him?
Bruno, all of
but
these
what's it
men.
got him?
Line them up, bro.
What's it
One
got
by
him?
one.
Where's it got him 10th place?
You know how entertaining this is, and we've not got to Arsenal yet.
I tell you what, it hasn't got them. It hasn't got them.
Don't worry.
Put it on the grid.
Don't worry.
The grill is
Don't
on.
go anywhere.
Hey, me and OTC are just warming up right now.
Listen.
We're just getting into match flow in it for Arsenal. We're just getting into match flow.
OTC, bro, you're talking with a lot of chess right now, but I think we need Rich. Don't you agree that there needs to be something on the line for this? With Chelsea, Man United, who's going to finish higher?
I think so.
100%.
Not just that.
Listen.
They must win the Karabuki. They must.
Because if you believe what you're saying, let's put.
Listen,
OTC,
Carabao Cup. I'm more confident about Man United Carabao Cup.
But how confident are you though, OTC?
OTC.
How confident? Are
About finishing ahead of United. I'm
you?
confident.
Not only that, but also finishing with a Carabao Cup in your hands, isn't it? Like how confident are you?
I think we can still win the Carabao Cup. But it's up against Liverpool, who are currently top of the league. Like,
boo-hoo.
United,
OTC.
They're not gonna have Krusty the Clown. He'd be at
One
AFCON.
second, man. OTC. Right. Pick a United delegate, one that you see here. Right. Pick one of them, and have that bet with them.
It has to be vibes.
Vibes. It's vibes.
Right.
Man said it has to be me. Like
It's
I have to be
vibes.
finishing ahead of them.
Listen, it's got to be that. Listen, I don't need to think. I don't need to think. Listen, it's vibes.
We need to figure out what the forfeit's going to be for the losing team.
Forfeit.
All right.
Definitely.
We've got to figure-
Definitely.
You know what?
We'll
Joe's
figure it
more optimistic than me, and he's backing out the bet. But I'm here for it.
Oh, I said I'm here, bro. I'm here. Listen, I never back out the bet. Pat
Man,
knows.
like Joe Bettman, you know.
So, Joe, you saying that you're taking it for the delegates, yeah? The United
Yeah.
delegates.
Oh, listen, I'm here. I'm always here.
Joe,
Right.
Joe OTC. There we go.
OTC v Joe, yeah? Like,
I
if United
100%
finishes
finish
above
above Chelsea.
Chelsea at the end of the season, OTC does a forfeit and vice versa.
Hey, man, gotta
Yeah,
start
we good for
thinking. Start thinking.
Deal.
Fantastic.
Deal.
Fantastic.
I
And
Chat-
chat,
OTC, I'll do another bet with you. OTC, I'll do another bet. You must win the Karabuki.
chat.
If you win it, I'll do a forfeit. If you don't go anywhere.
Get your suggestions in there. Yeah?
I owe you nothing, Pav. Yeah, listen.
There's two bets. There's two bets here, Rich. Me and him Karabuki.
Let me make a note of this, because I don't even forget.
Yeah, no.
Haribo is a bit of a man, so I
No,
can't lie.
listen. The same man you were
Liverpool's
dissing.
different gravy.
The same man you were cussing won it last year. No. The same man you were cussing lifted it last year. So don't go anywhere.
Listen, they
Joe,
all right.
what's this-
They're not
what's this
really
Pat
bad
saying?
rivals.
I Joe, you're in money.
Oh shit.
I don't owe him nothing, bro. Listen, is Eric Ten Hag still at my club, fam? Is Eric Ten Hag still at Man United?
Unfortunately.
Well, guess what? Then I don't owe him no money. And if he starts next season at the club, he owes me money.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
man,
what? We've got a big
There we
main
go.
event, so let's.
I made bets already. Yeah, I made my bets.
Hey, Joe, you see, you riding out this season, bro. Yo,
Listen, this season I'm backing the manager fully. Yeah, I
You're
can't
gonna have
back
the
him.
formless, you know.
I'm
All
not
these
here.
bets.
Yeah, but I'm backing him financially, and I said £200 with
Joe?
Pav in it. He's there next season.
Joe, give me 2 sets. I'm going to talk Palace for like literally about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
There's not much to say about them. But before that, OTC Joe, would you want to do a rap battle?
I don't spit, but
hey,
I was gonna say something, but I'm not trying. I was gonna say something.
oh no.
OTC, remember where you are, bro. That's all I've got to say. Remember, you're on away territory. I know.
You know what?
Man like swallow la la, yeah.
You can't leave it contiguous.
Man like swallow, yeah. What you say for the rap battle?
Oh,
No.
you cannot.
No. Listen. This has got left. This has got left. I don't know what to say.
You are.
I won't get to that one. I'm finished. I am finished.
You know what, Rich? We'll think about forfeits because there's two bets in it, so we'll have to think of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat. We need ideas, bro. We need ideas. Come on, do your work.
100%. Right. From one mid-table team to another. Look, we've had a terrible 2023. Roy Hodgson, he still needs to go, in my opinion. But we managed. We were fortunate against Chelsea. I think we deserved at least a draw in that game.
100%.
If Roy Hodgson made some substitutions, we might have been able to see that game out. But we reacted well against Brentford, a very depleted Brentford side, but we just needed the 3 points, and it's taken us up to 14th. That's all I've got to say about Palace. Right. Yeah, obviously you're finished.
No, I'm finished, bro. I'm finished, bro. It was an accident, guys. It was an accident.
This community.
I won't get to it. I won't get to it.
Oh, poor guy.
I'm not saying
Listen.
OTC, this is your Caicedo debut, bro. Caicedo debut. This is what it is, bro.
I can't lie. I'm having the hours after that. I might need to early sub, man.
Man said on the calcium. Nah, that's crazy.
Oh, crazy. Right.
Nah, stop it. Don't put up everything it says, man. No, you can't put
Let's
it
move
up.
on.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes. I heard someone just whisper yes.
I think that was OTC.
No, I saw it, and then Just cheer me
I
up.
was
That's a
just
crazy
like,
yes, you know. Man was like,
It was like yes.
No. Listen.
He said we will be there.
No, you went through.
Rich.
Mad.
Rich,
Listen,
look at their faces. They don't want it. And then look at their faces. They don't want it.
One.
Gibbs might said that as well.
Yeah. And then you see Eric.
Listen, a very good comeback. Yeah, a very good comeback against Villa. And then a terrible performance at Forest. But start with the Villa one. Start positive.
Go on, Joe. Your
Was you
team
happy
stink. You
with
can speak.
Was you
Your
happy
team
with the performance?
stinks.
Yeah, I see. I don't care. My team might stink, bro. Yeah, but I'll tell you something. Let's talk about the good performance first, like we said. Yeah, listen. As they show, we could only play out against.
Sorry. That comment.
No, yo-yo's a demon time.
no, yo, ain't no way you said that. No. Yo, you're a real bad man.
This has got left, guys. This has got left.
Right, back to it then. That's what we're saying. So, we had a good performance against Aston Villa, right? Yeah. Only to go then and lose to the likes of Nottingham Forest, bro. The two performances couldn't have been any different, to be fair. But to be fair, the performance that we put in against Aston Villa wasn't that great anyway.
I agree.
We're acting like that we did some extra magnificent performance, and we came out of that game looking like we should be, coming at every team. I know Aston Villa's are obviously right now the team to beat, innit? Yeah, because of see how you putting up your own chats, bro. You did that yourself.
I didn't know. Brush put doing the comments.
Oh, stop it! Look, put up your yo-yo going.
Yo, nah,
yo.
you're gonna have to. Bro, the chat's moving mad. I can't.
Actually, you know what, bro? Stop putting up what the chat is saying. Actually, stop it.
Yeah, I allow it. Joe,
we're gonna get through this Man United talk with all of this.
This is why he's doing it. This is why he's doing it, Joe. Come on, focus.
No, actually, Brush. No, Brush. You have a microphone. Talk about Man United, blood.
Yeah, boys. Talk about your team.
Talk about your team, fam.
I'm ready. That's what I'm here for.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. No, that was too much. It was too much. What is there to say, bro? Yeah, like you were saying, even against Aston Villa, I don't think we were brilliant, to be fair. Started off atrocious. Yo. We were somewhat fortunate to come back into the game.
I'm gonna mute.
I thought Garnacho pleasantly surprised. Had a fantastic performance out on the right hand side. And then after that performance, I was quite shocked that we switched him back to the left for the following game. Never did we look threatening against Nottingham Forest. I don't know what you man made of it. Can't create nothing apart from the one pot shot by Dallo and the one random one by Bruno. There was nothing really in it creatively. What do you think?
But this is why I'm worried about my manager's future in it. Even though I've got this bet with Pav, I've got this bet going on with Pav in it. But at the end of the day, I see with my eyes. And to be honest, that picture right there, that Vibes has got, he's like a wanted criminal, fam, right now, blood.
You're saying Osama bin Hagen, yeah?
Osama bin Hagen, fam, because he's gonna be hiding that. Like, Connor, stop it. But anyway, as I'm saying, as it stands right now, yeah, I can't concentrate. As it stands right now, yeah.
Nah, another rehydration clause. Oh shit!
Stop it. As it stands right now, I fear for this job, and I don't think that he's gonna actually make it through to the next season if Ineos comes in and he continues this way. If he continues this way, he's definitely not going to make it through to this next season, innit? Yeah. My hope is that he gets his full 11 in, yeah, and then is his main team, his starting 11, get a fully fit team, and then at least we can go from there. Because if you can't make it work with his fully fit team, then then he's a Taliban fan, and then he's got to go.
Wait, who are you missing?
Martinez. I would say we would still need the likes of
Mount Casemiro.
Yeah, we need Casemiro back, bro. Like, I don't know why he took off Kobe the other day. That was a big worrying sign for me, and put on McTominay. Yeah, because that is one thing I've
That
always said.
totally unbalanced the midfield as well, Joe.
That's it. That's where he needs to be looked at. I mean, the first half performance wasn't good anyway, so like it's not like Kobe Mainoo was, one of the starlets in that.
Yeah.
But in a team where he was already struggling to progress the ball through Nottingham Forest's press, and it wasn't even that relentless. You bring on Scott McTominay, who we know he's not a midfielder who is going to be on the ball trying to play through lines, break through. No, he's there to score goals in your midfield. Basically, be a second option, which means you always drop Bruno further back, and you are worse for that. So Eric Ten Hag, man, some of the decisions he's made, Joe. Look. You man, we're forgetting. On this show, me and Rich called it out that something happened between him and Varane, and it was suddenly at that time it was like nah, tactical reasons, this that, and he came in back in now. Your best centre back. Look at the other players. Anthony Diallo was your best attacking threat in that game.
Yeah, but this is why. Yeah, but this is why my team don't look like just last year's team. You know what I mean?
And there's no excuses as well, though. Carl. How many players would you take from Nottingham Forest's team into yours? In current team with injuries as well?
Gibbs White, innit? I'll take Gibbs White because our midfield is poor.
Would he even start though? Would he start though? Gibbs White ahead of Bruno?
No. Yeah, but he should be coming on before. He should start before McTominay. The likes of McTominay should not be here no more, bro. Listen, our team is not strong in it, especially midfield wise. Yeah. And up front, the striking situation and the winger situation is not actually that great. We have a lot of wingers, but none of them are good. Yeah. So what's the point in having all these wingers if none of them are good? Yeah. Anthony, Rashford, Sancho, non-existent.
Pellistri.
I'd rather see more of Pellistri.
The hype for Pellistri was muddy.
I can't lie. Listen, but I'd still rather see more of them. Yeah, and
I just think he needs to go. I don't think it's about injuries anymore. I don't think he's shit or anything, but the way he's moving, he might as well just leave because he's been setting up like this all season.
Question for the panel from Toby here: do you think Eric has been given his first choice signings? Previous managers we know have said they never did.
Some of them, but again, not every manager gets all their first signings. So
that's what I was about to say.
Yes, he did. For am I wrong to say that Anthony was his first choice right wing signing?
No, that's what we're saying. Some of them he definitely did, but like every manager faces, you don't always get your number one choice.
Exactly. No one's going to get everyone in it, but for us, though, it's a mixed bag, obviously, because there's a lack of structure. You can't entrust transfers purely to the manager. You need to have a diligent sporting director or someone above who's responsible for that.
Well, and I just need to see Dalot go back to Portugal in the summer. That brother's arse, honestly. Tariq, and you told me he can cross.
I like Dalot. I still think there's a player there still. But
told me he can cross.
I think you're right though, Vibes, when you're saying about it's not that he's a bad manager, he's just not the right fit for Man United. It's a bit like Emery and Arsenal. Obviously not a bad manager, but just didn't work out. But that with how the club is ran, we was a terribly structured club at that time. Arteta came in, and that's when some structure was brought in. I think you need a manager with serious cojones like that, and who is going to come in and demand and make sure things are put in place. But that's going to be difficult for you to. And it doesn't even necessarily mean experience.
Wallahi, I'm finished, man. I need to mute.
It doesn't even mean experience. This is what you need. You just need a serious personality because it's a Man United with a club like that, with the new ownership in there, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe. There looks like there is going to be a different direction, at least on the sporting side. So I think there is reason to have hope, Man United fans. I think there is because they are taking 100% of that sporting side. Maybe things will get put into place like a scouting system, where you have, okay, manager, this is the players we're looking at. Who do you prefer? Then you work out of a list from there, rather than splashing ridiculous amount of money and have your limits. Like we did with Mudryk. We wanted Mudryk, but we weren't willing to pay the money that Chelsea wanted to, because we didn't see he was at that level to be worth it. And how Arsenal and Chelsea are structured in different ways. And yeah, it meant that, you know, we was able to put funds elsewhere.
That was partially true. That was partially true. But Ekbali did get his private jet and fly to, where did he fly to? Turkey.
Poland.
And pick Mudryk. Poland, knocked on the door, said, Mudryk, pack your bags, get in the jet, we're signing you. And that's what happened.
Apparently, they're doing it with Varane now. They want you to stay, but they're saying you either lower your wages or you can go, which I'm happy with.
He's good. That's good. That's a positive sign. And I still think that Eric Ten Hag won't be the guy, because just, bro, listen to what some of the things he's saying in his press conference.
He's too stubborn. He's too stubborn.
We played well, and when you clearly didn't, just be honest. And there's no honesty with the manager, and it's acting like he's trying to fool all of us. And he's just not the right man for this job. Not that he's a bad manager or anything. He might do better at a lesser club. You know, if he was at a Tottenham where the expectations aren't anywhere near as high and they've got a better structure around, then
Now, obviously, I hope he turns it around this season, but with the way he's been moving all season, I can't see it happening.
Do you know what? With Ten Hag, okay, he's scouting. He's not a good coach when it comes to bringing in. His talent ID is a bit trash. I'll give him that. His talent ID is trash. But if he had a sporting director there, in terms of what he could do, he's not a bad coach.
Bro, we have less goals than Luton, you know.
But you have to understand
it's not all down to him. I know it's not. It's not all down to him. I know that. But...
Like, for me, I think the biggest problem right now at Man United, other than, you know, the higher ups, etc., because that's the overall riding problem, but it's the players. They have had players from Van Gaal, Jose, Oli, Ragnick that have we've seen live down tools for Manchester United, and they still played at that football club today. Guys like Bruno,
you know, with that
Rashford,
though, OTC, I hear this a lot, right? But you know, if we get into a cycle of sacking managers every 2 seasons, you're gonna have players left over from previous regimes. It's impossible to just get rid of everyone that came before.
You have players like Rashford. With all due respect, you should be getting rid of first 2 people. You should be getting rid of is Rashford and Bruno. Get rid of Rashford, get rid of Bruno, and have some, like, I don't know, Douglas Luiz, or have a new winger than Rashford. And I'm telling you this now, all of a sudden, overnight, you lot will be playing a whole lot better. Because I think that when it comes to Man United's attack, and this is part of the reason why they're finishing, or that they're currently positions higher than us this season, it's not because they've been playing much better than the teams below them. It's literally a Maguire deflected header in. McTominay last minute goal in 1-0. Johnny Evans cross-field ball to Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, respect Evans.
In. That's literally what they're doing.
Like, rightly or wrongly, we put ourselves in a position where we handed Rashi a new contract. He is now the marquee guy at the club. He's the face of the club. He's on a ridiculous contract. How would we get rid of him? And does it make sense to get rid of him first?
Yes.
There's not many clubs out there that can afford him.
Listen, the first few people you should get rid of is the people who have been there the longest. Because guess what? They are the culture of the club in the dressing room. When you got Facundo, you got Palestri, you've got flipping, who else? Garnacho, these man. They're going to look a little bit, you know, they got a bit of talent, a little bit about them. But guess what? They're going to fall into the same mold of what the culture of the club and the environment that they fall into. And right now, your leaders, Maguire's got to go. Shaw got to go. What's it called? That Scottish Bakayoko in midfield, he's got to go.
Hey,
who else? Rashford
he scored 2
got to go.
Just respect
and
him.
Bruno have got to go. That's the first 5 names. You should be getting the hell out of here. And
I disagree with that. We could spend a lot of time on this, but I disagree with that.
Yeah.
Can I ask the United man them real quick? Like, just obviously from the outside looking in, you seem to concede a lot of goals where the ball's kind of cut back either to the penalty spot or to the edge of the area.
It's
Now, granted, you have
identical,
no
Rich.
granted you have no Casemiro. Is that the reason why it's happening?
No, it was
or
even
is it
happening when he was
completely-
there, Rich. It happened
No.
twice against Brighton, first game of the season. Same goal.
And
It's
us.
actually shocking, Rich. I saw a
It's been happening
compilation the
all
other day,
season.
and we've been conceding the same kind of cutback goal, bro. It's unacceptable.
I
And
was
for
telling
me,
these, man,
happens on the training ground, innit?
no matter who he puts in midfield, it's going to play the same way.
But you don't have, but you lot don't have coachable players. Like you lot say, but you don't
Nah,
have
see,
coachable players.
this is people
This is-
throw this around on the timeline.
Nah.
There's no such thing as an uncoachable player.
That's not right though, OTC, because we have to remember they did finish third last year, won a League Cup, and we're comfortably really the third best team in the league. So these players have shown that if they set up in a certain way, which we as Arsenal know, me and William, that you can't set up the same way that you did last year. Teams will find ways to come up and come up against it. We've got too many top coaches, players in the league that know how to do this. They will sense a weakness like Man United with the cutbacks. Also, this is what I think is a big reason. Eric Ten Hag has purposely set out, and if you watch Man United games, it's interesting. Your centre-backs can't defend out wide, and I think that's because of Eric Ten Hag's instructions. I think there was a cross from Ola Aina on the left, and he's had so much time to put the ball in the box, and the wingers have so much time to pick out players and the cutbacks. That's why, because the centre-backs are either timid or by instructions, not covering the spaces when your fullbacks eventually do bomb on. Because Dallo is probably what is best when he's going forward. Shaw, best when he's going forward. Those, you leave a lot of spaces, and your wingers are always having to do, Anthony, people say is a left back now or a right back because of how much tracking back he does. They're not natural defenders, of course, so you don't want them to be defending in the final third out wide, and that's why the cutbacks are always there. Yeah, your midfielders, you don't have someone that can read and sense danger, who says, oh, you know what, this is where the ball could end up. I need to be getting there. I need to try and cut them out. But there is tactical problems with Man United and baffling decisions he's making. And as Vibe said, the last thing I'll say on this, when Luton are scoring more goals, that's not really to do with the players. Let's be real, guys. That's not to do with them. It's the manager.
Well, no. I can't say that, yeah, because you know why? I will have to disagree a little bit there when he says not the players, yeah, because there's certain things that I know that the manager does bank on, and we know that he's trying to implement, yeah. But when you get someone like Rashford or someone like Garnacho, well, listen, like Garnacho does it more than, Rashford is more greedy than Garnacho in it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you won't find. Listen, how much time do they cut it back in and try to find someone in the box, or are they going to go and take the shot? This is the things that I need to see my manager punish rather than reward. That's the only thing that I would say that the manager gets a big criticism from me. Well, not the only thing, but that's one of my biggest criticism of the manager, right? I feel like he doesn't have the same energy for everybody. And this is why I feel like some players get lazy and fall by the wayside, and they just continue doing the same thing over and over again. Like Rashford gets away with murder.
Sancho was right.
I'm not saying he was wrong, but he still needs to say sorry.
Bro, this is the problem. Again, it's player power. It comes down to the same thing. It's player power. Sancho, I'll give you a perfect example. Yeah, perfect parallel. Sanchez disrespected the coach in public, right? Same thing happened to Lukaku. Guess what Lukaku did? Guess what happened to Lukaku straight afterwards? Yeah, he was sitting on the bench. We put Timo Werner and Havertz up front. He was sitting on the bench. Yeah. Manchester United have got an issue with player power because the culture of the football club have allowed this to happen for so long. This is why I said you've got to root the weed out from the dirt. You got to get Bruno, Rashford, all these men that think they're bigger than the coach.
No, but
Get
this is
them
the
the
thing.
hell out of
Bruno
here.
doesn't, but he gets named as that. I don't get it.
Listen, Bruno's not a captain. Let's keep it real. He's not a captain. One listens.
No, this is what I don't like. He was captain last season. Nobody said a word. This season, because we're bad, he's not a captain.
He's not a captain.
It don't work like that.
Listen, a captain is not a finger in an armband. Conor Gallagher was wearing an armband for most of our games this season, but Thiago Silva is really the leader in the dressing room. Yeah, you got Casemiro on the same pitch as Bruno Fernandes. I look at Casemiro as more of a leader than Bruno 1,000 times.
Yeah,
because
you know what? You can have a leader that's not a captain. You can have a leader that's not a captain. You can have 3-4 leaders on the pitch, but the captain being the person that speaks to everybody. You know what I mean? And you know what? One thing you have to realize as well, yeah, having a captain on the pitch is someone that can communicate to everybody on that pitch, yeah. and be able to speak to the referee in a certain way. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that Bruno is the right person for that as well. But for the likes of our team right now, right, you've got Casemiro. Does he even speak English properly?
No,
Hmm?
I've never seen him doing anything in English.
So what I'm saying to you is, like, how can he be the captain if he can't speak to the ref? You have to have a certain set of skills as well as the referee. As the captain at Man United, you know, bro. You can't just be
You all right?
on the pitch. You have to be able to communicate with everybody. And Bruno does, although he does throw his tantrums, he does actually, when he speaks, he communicates well. Yeah. And maybe we might see throwing up, his hands are down, but when he goes up to the referee, he's like, you know, ref, listen, you know, come on, man.
Listen, I don't know about you, man. I've never looked up to somebody that kept throwing up tantrums all the time. I never looked at that person for, God, fam, you know what? Yeah, I wish he was on my side.
Well, guess
Flipping,
what?
diving around, throwing up tantrums, doing this all the time, and shouting at he's complaining at his own players. He's not complaining at just the ref. He's complaining
this
at
is the
his own
part I don't
players.
like, because back in the day, captains used to shout at their own players, and people are like, "Oh, we missed that in the game." And when someone does it now, they don't like it.
Who was that player that Carragher almost fist up? That he almost fist up his own centre back clearing, yeah? He was like,
Carragher fisted.
You got to earn that respect. You got to earn that respect.
Let's move on, please. Okay.
OTC don't add fuel to the fire. Right,
Listen,
I think it's time for. I think it's time for the main event before OTC.
Yeah, that wasn't even a proper cooking, man, but I'll take it. So, you know,
Oh, no, don't worry. The grill's ready for this cook. Don't worry.
Let's move on to Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Let's move on to them.
Where's Will gone? My bro's left me. He's
He's having some technical difficulties. Coming back on.
There you go.
Here we go. I thought.
Hey, Will, don't go anywhere.
It was Christmas season, and both hams went ham on Arsenal.
Yeah.
Rick,
Yeah.
what happened?
Should we start off with the West Ham game first? Because the Fulham was the worst.
We have as much time.
Just West Ham is just quickly. It's not even because like that one. I actually thought we played well. It's just we couldn't take our chances, which has been a theme this season in quite a few games, to be honest, and something that we definitely need to address. And I'm sure Will has his own thoughts on that as well in terms of what we can do in January or summer or whatever. But that needs addressing seriously because we don't score enough goals. This season, like I'm looking at only people in the panel here that's got worse attack is Man United fans, and that's
we're going to speak about your attack. Don't go anywhere.
that's
Don't go anywhere.
And that's the problem in that West Ham game. Played well, should have scored. The amount of chances you get in there, got to score. What Fulham though, that was awful, shambolic performance.
Worst performance of the season, too.
Hands down, worst performance of the season, and nothing different.
Well, worse than Chelsea. Worse than Chelsea.
What? Then how we played at yours?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because at least with it yours, like we ended the game well. We didn't at any point in that game. We did not have any period.
In that game, we acted right. We acted as if we didn't want to play at any point at all. Like these men were still hungover. That's how bad.
Pressure does mad things, you know.
Every single player.
Hey,
everyone,
pressure.
Even our best players this season, who at this stage are in Team of the Year contenders in Rice and Saliba.
Rice Spice.
I mean, they weren't poor. Poor's probably say over egging the pudding, but they look average on that pitch, and they were Fulham players that look better than them. And I've not really been able to say that with Saliba and Rice this season. So, yeah, man, it's just so bad, and we are lacking a lot, man. Yeah.
That's how mad it is.
That defeat to West Ham.
That's how crazy it was.
So that defeat to West Ham really had a massive effect on your fans.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? It's my first game in the
It's okay. Arsenal is a great team. Is it your first game here?
No, that's child abuse. That poor kid should never have been taken to that game.
Like a wise man once said, no, No.
Oh.
Jeez.
But
Don't
listen,
worry, there's another one. There's more. There is more.
There is another thing, and you know, just on this comment, yeah. Speaking of like cholos, like talk to us, Will, like the Mexican contingency.
Oi!
You know,
yeah, Manchacution is loving this. Yeah, he's in his prime right now.
Yes.
Yeah. But Raul Jimenez looked like before Raul Jimenez at Wolves before the head injury. Like
Well, that shot he took outside the box. I don't want to say the name because it's a pause, but oh my god. Yeah.
That was ridiculous. Honestly, as Joel said, if he saw our centre backs, he pause again.
Oh my god, nah, bro. What game were you man watching?
Pause. Move on.
Move on. But yeah,
Is that why he's got eye patch on him? Oh, actually, never mind.
You know, usually here, yeah, I defend Arsenal. In the defeats that we've had, I'm like, nah. There's a form of injustice to it. So I'm here. I'm saying, no, we're still gonna live and fight on. But today, I'm not even. The West Ham game doesn't disappoint me as much. It's the Fulham one that worries me for us competing. And
I don't know, the West Ham one, you set a record, didn't it? 77 touches in the opposition box and no goals. It's actually mad, you know.
That's a joke.
It's peaking.
I'm trying to be
Louis Van Gaal would have been proud of that.
Come on.
I'll just be blank. Just that game was just pure unadulterated BS, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's just I just felt pure, like just disappointed. Is what it was. Do you know what I mean? Like I believe in the boys. Is what it was. I can like you know the same way with like you know how T was feeling when it comes to West Ham. It is what it is. You know what I mean? West Ham. You know, let them have their day. It is what it is. But when it comes to Fulham, the fact that Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli had completed zero passes in the final third compared to Odegaard, who had only 2. Come on. That's just inconceivable. We're talking about Odegaard, who's supposed to be world class for us. Bro, no. That's just in like that. I can't accept that. No. Like we're talking about a world class player. No.
Just quickly on that, like, because obviously, what a difference a week makes, as the saying says.
Yeah.
You know, top of the table at Christmas, I believe. Was you both like really optimistic at that time, and has that optimism dropped now?
Yeah, definitely. I said for that West Ham game, we need to make a statement because Man City won, Liverpool won, and I thought, yeah, West Ham, I knew exactly how they were going to set up. I knew it was going to be like that. Sit back, because I watched them in the Man United game. I know they won 2-0, but they weren't adventurous in that game either. And that's against Man United and away to the Emirates. I thought, that's it. We're going to make a statement here. And then, obviously, that didn't happen. I was like, you can chalk that one up to the game. I was very frustrated at the time. But then Fulham, I don't want to expect us to play scintillating football. Just win the game. And if you can't win the game when you're good, do me a favour. Win the game when you play bad, please. But we couldn't do that either. And this is it. I'm going to throw one of my own players under the bus here because I love him. But I know Will likes him as well. But I think there's way too much overhype. When people try and group him with Saka, I think it's a kind of disrespect to Saka. But Gabriel Martinelli.
Yes, Ford Focus.
Right. Before we get into that, because I know that's a specific segment, I just wanted to say, just on the optimism, there was another Arsenal fan very optimistic about your chances this.
One day we gon' compete. One day we gon' win the league. One day we gon' win the Champions League. We are really stressed now and we don't deserve it. We are a big club, so why don't we show it? We used to be big dogs and now we're looking nervous. I'm emotionally scarred and I say it from the heart, and I don't want this club to fall apart. Hey.
Too late.
See, this
that brother stinks. That brother stinks.
This is why our fan base just gets a reputation.
This is why you man will never.
Hey, listen, we're just waiting for you and Tariq to finish. Then the OTC can cook first. Anyone, we're just waiting for you, man.
We are not getting a remix. No, we are not.
Let's go to like Will. You're trying to avoid. You're letting Tariq do all the talking. Talk about Ford Focus.
Well, no, I was letting him get his point across in it. But
William, just to interrupt, he's not Ford Focus anymore. He got downgraded to electric scooter.
For me, No, for me, I think I can't say that Martinelli is overhyped. I can't say that just yet. For me, I'm still gonna give him the season. I think there's still a player in there.
But give him a season for what? He went from Jogger Bonito to Jogger Finito. What are you doing?
No, for me, there's still a player in there. There is still that quality electric player that was still doing business for us last season.
There is an electric player. I told you he's a scooter.
Vibes.
Yeah.
No, it's just
we can't talk about Brazilian wingers when we got someone like Anthony, fam.
No, we can, don't we? I can. You might not want to, but I can.
The thing is, right? The problem is, right? When it comes to players like Martinelli and players like Bukayo Saka, who are just basically just handling like most of the, I guess, creation responsibilities. I
saw the side eye, Rich. I saw the side eye.
I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at.
What are they handling?
But the thing though, I put this blame partially on Arteta. Because listen, you do have options there on the bench. Reece Nelson's there. Take up Bukayo and just put the kid on there. Give him some time. You have Emil Smith-Rowe now available. Put him there on the left. He's played there on the left. He's played there in the middle. You have Trossard now available as well. You're starting to put him in the middle of the park. You can play him out on the left. Give the kid some time on the bench. Give him like to rest his legs. Give the kid some time to just relax. Because now if you keep outplaying him, look at Zaha.
That can't be legit.
Palace. The more times that you keep outplaying him, the more that he's just going to be just done.
But my problem is we don't, and this is I've had a big discussion with a few Arsenal fans. We don't have the squad players to be doing that. Unfortunately, we don't. And yeah, I've called for Reece Nelson to get more minutes. Get him on quite early in that game. Didn't do nothing, and we've seen him in certain cameos against Bournemouth. That was amazing. We've seen him Forest when he came on for an injured Bukayo Saka. That was brilliant, but that's few and far between. Those are almost the anomalies now. And what we have done is the squad players who are good enough to come in and rotate, and Trossard aside because he's fit and he plays most of the time and he's always available. The ones aren't available. Tomiyasu, I love the guy to bits. Would have started him at Liverpool if he was fit, but once again, not fit and available. Just like how when we lost Saliba last year, he wasn't fit and available. Thomas Partey, who we people talk about, it's Rice or Partey. No, it's not. We actually wanted to play both of them together. At the start of the season, when we played well against Man City in the Community Shields, Rice and Partey played. Even when Gabriel wasn't in the team, Rice and Partey played, and there was a few teething problems there, but we just can't rely on a lot of these players. And then the others, like Smith-Rowe, brushes brother there, Croydon De Bruyne. Arteta clearly doesn't trust him. Reece Nelson, Arteta clearly doesn't trust him, but he trusts Etienne Nketiah to play up front, who hasn't scored an away goal in over 366 days.
King of Zamonde.
Hey, get us in the room.
Hey, listen, the grill's been on long enough. OTC, I don't know if shall we talk about Gael Kakuta, Scott Sinclair on the wings?
Sorry, OTC, 1 second. 1 second. James, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone.
1 point behind your rivals.
Listen,
good, Trev.
Listen. I'm gonna comment on the Arsenal first, and then guys. My thing is, I'm not shocked at this, to be honest. Number one, Arsenal in second half of seasons is always a fall off. This year it's just a bit earlier. I'll say that. Number two, at the start of the season, obviously, yeah, Arsenal were getting results and stuff, but they never look convincing to me. Like the North London derby, I'm sorry, a deflection, an own goal from Romero, and a handball. Some games that's not even given. You didn't exactly play well against us. We should have won that game. I'm not gonna lie. If we had a little bit more in that second half, we would have won that. From going to go down. You played Fulham at home, and you drew with Fulham at home at the Emirates earlier in the season as well. I remember that. They were down to 10 men. You weren't playing that well. I'm not gonna lie, but it picked up a bit. And again, you were getting the results, like last minute goal against United. Even in that game again, United could have won that. You understand? So it's like I'm not shocked at this slight decline because the top of that table there, all them teams there, it's very close still. It's tight. You understand? So yeah, 2 defeats in a row, and yeah, you're dropping down. So yeah, I'm not surprised at it. What is surprising though is the fact that Spurs have half their team out and is only 1 point behind. So
and you scored more goals than them as well. Speak on it, Jay.
Interesting.
Talking them.
That's it.
No Madison.
90%
No Van de Ven.
No Van de Ven. No. Listen, we sold Kane. Let's go right back. We sold Kane. Yeah, we got man like Richarlison now scoring goals. It's a problem for people. It's a problem. It's a problem. Like you guys brought up.
How many league goals does Richarlison have?
I think he's on like 6 now, 6 or 7. I think
6 or something like that. Yeah.
How much?
So like,
is how much?
5. I know that much, and he scored. I think
Eke is on 5. Yeah,
he's on 5. Yeah.
Yeah, and Ketty's got 5.
3 came in one game, didn't
How many does Scott Sinclair have?
That was like
You Scott Sinclair,
Martinelli.
No. He's been scoring penalties, but
Well, how many goals does Gael Kakuta have for you, man?
You Saka? Are you talking about?
Yeah, Saka. Sorry, Gael
Saka's got
Kakuta, I should
6.
say.
Saka's our top goal scorer. I'm not taking no slander for
The
Saka.
disrespect on Saka's match, you know, I can't lie.
What was that?
Hey,
What was
maybe you
that?
should try. Maybe you should try doing something other than just sprinting and crossing.
He scores goals, bro.
Bro, do you see that volley he sent back to the Emirates?
Yeah. Paul. Well, I'm not having smoke for Saka. Top goal scorer and the
You
most
might not want to.
and the most GA in the Champions League when Bellingham's in there. And come on, bro.
You're looking at Gael Kakuta at the moment.
All banter aside, though, Arsenal. I think you're just a striker away from being all right again. To be honest, like that's the one thing you're missing. Jesus ain't. He's
What? Oh, he's gone.
No.
Oh, we don't even call him Jesus in these ends. He's Gary James now. He doesn't deserve the Gary name because he ain't Brazilian.
I sent him the link to come and cook. What is he doing?
Man.
We call him Gary James. We call him Gary James.
This is what I was
we're still below
Bro, come on, man.
We're still below them, man.
I'll say it again. It is Arsenal versus the world when it comes to this regular show, isn't it?
Hey.
Do you know what I mean?
Bro, what do you mean versus the world? You need to win somewhere to face the world.
Bro.
Yeah.
What are you defending?
You need to win the Champions League, and you know.
What are you defending? A process or something?
Now,
You know what I mean?
well, chat to them because when Arsenal win, it's like, here's Tariq with his monologue. Oh, listen.
Wait, hold on, no. Listen, mister, you said, and I quote, make sure you cook Arsenal differently. And right now, we haven't had the chance at the moment, but we're getting there, don't worry.
Before listen, you guys can chat about the whole Champions League and all that, but you might have to first straighten out when it comes to your manager first. And then you guys can tell me when it comes to
my manager's won the same amount as yours manager. So what do you want to talk about?
No. Community Shield.
That's not a trophy. That's not a trophy. If you lot want to call that a trophy, you lot are worse than I thought.
English Super Cup.
Wallahi, you man have finished. If that's a trophy, wallahi, you man have finished.
You're shameless, bro.
Jose,
stop it, bro. Jose is the only one that refers to that as a trophy.
Didn't he do what? 3?
Yeah, and guess what? Nobody but Jose claimed it. He was the only man who claimed it.
It's in the title, bro. They literally call it a shield.
It's not even a cup.
It's made out of metal, isn't it? So, like, we'll take it.
It's a trophy. Don't disrespect.
So is the spoon. So is the spoon as well.
And then we go on to your club, yeah. Mikel Arteta saying, I'm going to get a dog called win. Big man, what have you won?
Listen.
Arsenal, let me ask you something quickly, yeah? If doesn't win anything this season and you finish like what 4th, yeah. What are you saying about Arteta then?
4th depends like how I think this the lowest that we could get is probably 4th and keep him. I wouldn't sack him. We're not Chelsea. We're not built like them clubs. In a way,
yeah, trust me. 2-time Champions League.
When you're ready to cook, OTC, when you're ready to cook, my brother, go ahead.
There's levels.
When you're ready to cook, go ahead, my brother.
How much time are you going to give him? How much time are you going to give him before you?
Because the rest of these men are being too nice to me. This is why I think we definitely should be competing for a trophy. There's context to it, and I can't just say definitively, that if he finishes there, but Arsenal make a semi-finals of the Champions League. Or finals or something. Oh, he said semi-final of the Champions League.
No. You know what, OTC? I've had enough. Let's cook. Let's start cooking now. I've had enough.
Aye.
I've had enough.
Wait.
Listen.
Will, I'm gonna
shout out. Listen, first and foremost, yeah, on Fulham. Shout out the old guys, Willian, Iwobi. Who else? Right. Listen, these men were cooking you. They were ripping you apart. Yeah, you lot got spun by Fulham. We beat Fulham at Craven Cottage 2-0 with Armando Broja. You lot had Starboy and Martinelli, who, by the way, Mudrik's got more goals than him, by the way. So, you know,
in the Premier League.
He's done 4-0.
Not Champions League. How many goals
Scott
has Mudrik
Sinclair,
got in this season?
Listen, but you're talking to a 2-time Champions League winner. How many Europa Leagues? Not even one, bro. Back don't forget about that. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. You're getting spun by the guys you've let go. Mavropanos header. Mavropanos header.
In your own ends. That's what he said to you, man.
Let's talk about the players that have left Arsenal to then go on and win trophies. How about that?
Thank you, Arsenal.
Before we get to that, I do want to. I'm sorry. I do want to answer Joe's question though when it comes to Arteta, right? Because that is actually a very important question. So like Arteta, yeah. If he does leave away this season with absolutely nothing, all right? No Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League. Let's be real. Like nothing's gonna happen when it comes to the Champions League. You know what I mean? I'm saying quarterfinals is like probably like really the only thing that's probably gonna be like real for us. Let's be honest.
Right? Yeah. So what time do you give him? What time do you give him though?
But look, I'm saying for me, if man doesn't do anything this season, okay, if man doesn't win us the Premier League, because man had the funds to do something with it this season. Okay, if man doesn't do anything with it, then questions have to be asked now. That's what it is.
You had the funds. You had the funds. You bought Kai Havertz. That's what you did with the funds. You could have bought Diaby. You could have bought backup. You could have bought Cole Palmer. You could have bought Cole Palmer. You could have bought Diaby.
You could have bought actual. You could have actually bought actual footballer.
And Kai Havertz hasn't performed better than.
Brother, you lot bought some German giraffe to play midfield. That nobody knows where this brother plays.
You could have had Kudus, Elise. Actually, I don't know about Elise because Elise is moving kind of mad. But
unlike Chelsea, I have trust in my manager in it. So here's the thing: I have trust in him and that he can win the Premier League. I still have faith in him.
William, do you? Because he subbed. He did a start the Favela Shamak against Fulham, and he started the King of the Monday instead.
I still have faith in the guy.
Number 14.
Will, what did you just say?
I still have faith in man that he can deliver us something. He can deliver us.
One day we gon' compete. One day we gon' win the league. One day we gon' win the Champions League. We are really stressed now and we don't deserve it. We are a big club, so why don't we show it? We used to be big dogs and now we're looking nervous. I'm emotionally scarred and I say it from the heart. And I don't want this club to fall apart. Hey.
That's so trash.
Yeah. If he doesn't do anything,
on those bars.
Real talk, yeah.
I agree. I agree. I share that same energy. There's too many soft Arsenal fans out there. Oh, title's done. Oh, no, it's not, man.
The Terry Flu's energy. Arsenal scared me.
Yeah, there's still plenty of games left, though. You know what I mean?
Hey, we still ain't talked about your captain, Ricky Martin. Don't go anywhere.
No.
They told me he's better than. They told me he's better than Maddison. He's better than Bruno. He's better than all these man.
Don't do this. No. Don't do this. He was quality against West Ham. He was. You know what? He was phenomenal. I'm fairly saying that. He was amazing. A lot of those chances that we.
Well, made, this is why you will not win the league. Have you not heard yourself?
He was amazing. Did you watch the game?
No, that doesn't matter. Still here to slander him.
I don't trust you.
Shut up.
Nah, he was
but I don't care. I want to talk about Ricky Martin. Yeah, these men say he's better than Maddison. He's clear of Maddison. He's clear of Bruno. 25 games, 3 assists.
How many goals he scored?
That's your most creator. That's your creator. That's your creator.
Games, 3 assists.
That's your creator.
This season. And then the other one that annoyed me was you compared the electric scooter last season to Rashford. Yeah, firstly, Rashford's got some of that you lot haven't got in 3 decades. It's European trophy. This season, Rashford's worst season, he scored more goals than an electric scooter. And then the other Don, Gael Kakuta on the other side, talking about he's better than Salah, this and that. Nah, Tariq, you man need to humble yourself. Stop it.
Do you know what it is, Vibes?
I don't want to hear it anymore.
What's his name? Noddy Madueke has got the same amount of goals
Jesus.
as Martinelli.
Oh my God.
This is why
speaking on Jesus,
In only 2 games, he started.
Arsenal starting striker.
3 games.
Arsenal starting striker said, "I struggle to score goals." Are you a dickhead?
No, misquoting.
No.
Are you a dickhead?
Bro, Ramsdale said, "I struggle to save goals as well." Their team's done for. Their team's done.
Bro, Tariq, you know what's mad? I'm not even Christian, but I'm not calling him Jesus anymore. He doesn't deserve it. He's Gary James to me now. That's what he is. He's just some guy with a fake Brazilian passport. He just turns up sometimes. Sometimes I might give a nice pass and I look good for the camera, but I ain't scoring. Think about it, Tariq. The season City they win the league, The one season City they win the league was when Pep started him as striker. That's when City they win the league. The other time he was on the bench.
They were happy to get rid of him. They were cheering to get rid of him. And then you lot took him.
Backup striker for a team that had no striker.
You know what gas for taking him as Zinchenko. Zinchenko, the guy who...
Bart Simpson, Bro, did you want to hear that interview? Zinchenko said, if Salah gets me 1-on-1, I'm finished. Bro, what defender says that?
Crazy, The only time that you see Chelsea and Man United fans is when they're going to be when they just
no. Do you know when you see us, man? Like Chelsea can say we had that night in Porto, we can say that night in Moscow. You man say, oh, remember that night in Luton when we won?
Mate,
you ain't seen what we've seen, William. You ain't seen I don't think you've seen a Premier League title, and you're not gonna see one.
Listen, the last time they won a Prem, I had a Tamagotchi and a finger skateboard. The last time they won a Prem, what's it called? Mariah Carey was charting. Mariah Carey was charting. The last time they won the league, the last time they won the league, I don't even think Instagram, Facebook, I don't even think they were invented. They were writing letters to each other. That's how they were communicating.
The last time they won a European trophy, I don't think any of us were alive,
Bro.
Actually, you know what? They call Spurs all the time. Spurs have more European trophies than you.
Facts.
Aston Villa.
2
Forest.
Heritage. Tariq, you spoke about football heritage. That's football heritage right there.
That's 2 Champions League for us. Since you won the Premier League. 2 Champions Leagues. 3, how many Europa Leagues? Bag of Europa Leagues.
Another one for you, Tariq. Just so the man them know, the last time you won the Premier League, Little Bizza released Pow. That's the last time you won the Premier League. The original as well.
I can take original United, but when it comes to Chelsea, who basically were essentially nothing after Abramovich came in, you know what I mean? I really don't. It doesn't hurt.
Hey, listen, respect my Champions League winning brother, okay?
Listen,
when Abramovich came in, you guys were nothing when Daddy Abramovich came in and bought you, man. You guys were like what?
Well, you know what's crazy? Hang on, guys.
Pieces of garbage until man bought you out. You know what I mean? You guys were what? Man were throwing gold rocks all over.
I know the guy ain't man.
That was 20 years ago. That was 20 years ago.
You know who we haven't spoken on? Rice Spice, Rice Spice. They told me he's better than Rodri. Wallah, he has some shame.
But nothing from West London fans, so sit
Brother,
down.
You lot told me Declan Rice is on the same level as Rodri, a man who picked up a treble. What did Rice Spice do?
Won a European trophy, didn't he?
Bro, Rice, he looks forward. He doesn't play forward.
You're shaming.
Nah, I don't want to pass it forward.
Are you going to claim Havertz on? Are you going to claim Havertz's European trophy?
Jorginho,
third best in the world. God, no. You're done it. You're not done it. Champions League, bro. You're finished.
You don't just take out garbage. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Rich? We eat the pizza, we leave the crust in the box, and we hand it over to them, and they're grateful.
No, do you know what Tariq's just done? You just claimed Chelsea Champions League, You basically, it's like your boy getting a Gialli and you bragging about it. You lost your chain, bro. You lost your chain. you need to be sin bin and shamed for that.
Yeah, please move on to Liverpool, man.
No. We're not done yet.
Will,
No,
the man who
not
laughs
finished.
last laughs the longest. That's all I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah, we're gonna laugh the longest at the end of the season.
You ain't gonna win the season though. You definitely ain't winning the season. This
then-
is what I was thinking about
Listen,
Arteta
there's
because
still
you know
plenty
what?
of games left in them,
OTC,
man.
have you seen the timeline recently? Arsenal, Real Madrid combined 11s with more Arsenal players in it. I'm seeing David Raya in a Madrid combined 11. I'm seeing Zinchenko. I'm seeing Gary James up front.
Do you know what? I might even
Listen,
have him.
that guy's a hologram. What's his name? David Raya. That guy doesn't save a shot. I thought Sanchez was bad, but David Raya.
Sanchez is still
he
bad.
Don't
No,
save,
don't say that.
He don't
No,
save a
Sanchez
shot.
is still bad.
That geezer don't save a shot.
You're taking the absolute piss, man.
Nah, you
Sanchez
can't.
is
No.
an absolute waste.
On
So
Raya,
bad.
on Raya, have you not seen the stat on Raya?
Listen.
If you not seen the stat on Raya, anytime he's had 2 more shots on target against him,
It's cutting in.
no clean sheets. Like, so all the team needs to do is have 2 shots on target, and they're definitely scoring an Arsenal. That's the fact. We're done.
And now the best one I'm hearing is,
So glad we didn't. Get it.
the Croydon John Joe Shelby is gonna save us this season. Brother had a lockdown purple patch, and we ain't seen him since.
That brother. Listen. That guy is what's his name? What's it? Cleverly? No, Oscar by United Cleverly. That's his level.
Oh, hey, no, listen,
Watford.
Thomas won the Premier League.
Watford level. This is what we're dealing with.
Oh,
I don't
really
even think that.
Thomas,
I don't even think that. Croydon, bro. Do you know? Rich won't even take him at Palace. That's how. This is how bad he is.
But we said
Luton won't even take him.
Hackney Shelby, yeah.
Well, my brother, all I'm saying is remember this. Remember it. Don't forget it.
Hackney, bro.
Hey, write it down.
This is our edge.
January the 2nd, 22-23, yeah. You shall not win the league.
I want to ask the panel, are Arsenal winning a trophy this season? Joe says no.
You must.
I was even going to say that I think that Tottenham might even finish above you this season.
Oh my!
Oh,
nah.
Talk to him.
Nah.
That's it. Get your kicks in.
Nah.
Joe, get your kicks in. This is what I'm saying.
I'm thinking about it. I'm pressing their head of you right now.
Oh shit!
They have a man going to the Asia Cup. They've got Madison injured. They've got Van der Ven injured, and they still finish on your head tops. Nah, you are finished.
Bro,
Let's end it there. We've got to allow this to marinate a bit. We've got to revisit
On
this
the
beef.
crackhead, that's what this man say OTC is, fam. What in the world, bro? Man thinks that we're not gonna be finishing up off us. What? Ain't no way that this man just say that, bro. No.
Joe said Tottenham.
No. You think United's gonna be
Put your headphones on, fam.
No.
He said Spurs. William, he said Spurs. He said Spurs.
He said Tottenham.
Still, that's even worse. No.
Listen, you're back to what was it? What was it? That 4th place mid-off between Spurs and Arsenal. That's what's going to happen this season. You know, last game of the season, battle it out. That's what's going to happen, fam.
Yo, let's wrap this because this is going on for long. But it's been brilliant. Joe Blackburn, where can everyone find you, brother?
Oh, you can find me on Backhand Entertainment, and always on a Saturday you'll find me on. And on Saturday you can find me on KG's channel with Good, Bad, and Ugly with my co-host Botswana Pappy
and your Vaseline. Tariq, where can they find you?
Tariq Talks. Happy New Year to everyone as well. Really appreciate this, and not tonight because it's been a cooking. And yeah.
I've never seen Tariq so quiet.
I know. I've had to take my bed. I can't even say what I was going to say. I'll get paused on the channel. You knew what I was doing. Tariq Talks, ladies and gents. And then I'd like to see you all when Arsenal win a trophy this season because we're definitely winning.
When
is that? Are you going to stream that? Is that on your FIFA stream? Is it? Is that on your? Are you streaming that on your PS5? Yeah.
See these.
Don't go anywhere.
OT coming. Where can they find
Oi. No. Listen, you got. OTC. All platforms mainly on Twitter.
Wallahi, I'm not speaking. Wallahi, I'm not laughing.
Alright, find me at OTC Boxing on Twitter, OTC on YouTube as well. And I sometimes appear on all different types of stream, but mainly go find me on Twitter.
Spitting bars is always in it.
Boy. Don't get much of these time, lads.
Also, listen, big up to Vibes, all expressions. James, you disappoint me though, bro. And Brush as well. Yeah, I don't know when the next one's gonna be because obviously there's no Premier League.
It's FA Cup, isn't it?
But it's FA Cup. All right, we can do the FA Cup one next week.
But Arsenal
It's a break as well.
Yeah, Arsenal got Liverpool. So
What was that, James?
What are you winning this season?
we can cook.
We're out, yeah. Okay.
When you're out, we can cook. Yeah, fine.
Okay. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
You know them when there.
Right, listen. Big up everyone. Big up the chat. Make sure you like it. Don't forget to support KG on all platforms. We're out.
Take care, folks.
Yeah.